Right now, your brain is hiding something from you. And the strangest part? The thing it's hiding is the fact that it's hiding anything at all. You probably believe you're making your own decisions. You think you chose to watch this video. You think your opinions, habits, and goals belong to you. But what if I told you that most of what you do today was decided long before you were even aware of it? And once you notice how your brain quietly controls you, you'll never look at your own thoughts the same way again. Imagine you're driving home from work. You pull into your driveway, turn off the engine, and suddenly realize you don't remember a single traffic light, turn, or mile of the trip. Did you teleport? No. Your brain switched into autopilot. It handled thousands of tiny decisions without asking for your permission. Now here's the unsettling question. If your brain can drive a car without your awareness, how much of your life is also running on autopilot? Scientists estimate that a huge portion of our daily actions are habits rather than conscious choices. Not because we're lazy. Because thinking is expensive. Your brain consumes an incredible amount of energy for its size. So instead of analyzing every situation from scratch, it creates shortcuts. Habits. Patterns. Automatic reactions. They're efficient. But efficiency comes with a hidden cost. Your brain stops asking whether something is good for you. It only asks one question. Is this familiar? That's why people stay in unhealthy relationships. Stay in jobs they hate. Keep scrolling long after they wanted to stop. The brain isn't trying to make you happy. It's trying to keep you predictable. And predictable feels safe. Think about the last time you opened your phone. Did you consciously decide to check every app? Or did your thumb somehow know exactly where to go? That wasn't random. Every notification, every red badge, every endless feed. They're designed to train your brain. Because once a habit is formed, your conscious mind barely gets a vote. But that's only the beginning. Here's another experiment. Don't think about a pink elephant. Seriously. Don't picture it. Whatever you do, don't imagine its giant ears, its trunk, its bright pink body. What happened? You saw it anyway. The moment your brain hears an idea, it begins constructing it. Sometimes before you even decide whether you want to. This happens with fears too. Someone says, "Don't embarrass yourself." Now your brain starts imagining embarrassment. Someone says, "Don't fail." Your brain starts rehearsing failure. It treats imagination almost like experience. Which means the stories you repeatedly tell yourself slowly become the reality your brain expects. And once it expects something, it starts searching for evidence that it's true. Have you ever learned a new word and suddenly heard it everywhere? Or decided to buy a certain car, then noticed that exact model on every street? The cars weren't invisible before. Your brain simply ignored them. Because your brain filters reality. Every second, your senses collect far more information than you could ever process. So your brain acts like a security guard. It decides what's important and what never reaches your awareness. Here's the dangerous part. If you believe you're unlucky, your brain notices every disappointment. If you believe people don't like you, your brain collects tiny moments that seem to prove it. If you believe you can't change, your brain quietly edits out evidence that you can. Reality hasn't changed. Your filter has. Now here's something even stranger. Have you ever defended an opinion, only to later realize you were completely wrong? Why didn't you change your mind sooner? Because your brain doesn't love being correct. It loves being consistent. When facts threaten your identity, your brain often treats them like danger. It argues. It justifies. It protects the version of you it already understands. That's why two people can witness the exact same event and walk away with completely different stories. Both believe they're being objective. Both are actually seeing reality through invisible filters. And those filters shape almost every decision they make. But if your brain creates habits, filters reality, and protects old beliefs, is free will just an illusion? Not exactly. Here's where everything changes. Imagine you're standing on a moving walkway at an airport. If you never notice the walkway, it decides your direction. But the moment you become aware of it, you can step off. Awareness doesn't stop your brain from creating shortcuts. It gives you the chance to interrupt them. The next time you instinctively reach for your phone, pause. Ask yourself one question. Did I choose this, or did my habit choose it for me? The next time you assume someone is judging you, ask yourself, is this reality, or just my brain filling in missing information? The next time you hear that voice saying, I've always been this way, remember something important. Your brain learned that story, which means it can learn a different one. Your brain is incredibly powerful. It can trap you inside invisible patterns, or help you build a completely different life. The difference isn't intelligence. It's awareness. Because the moment you start noticing the code running beneath your thoughts, you stop being controlled by it. And maybe the most dangerous prison was never made of walls. Maybe it was made of thoughts that never felt like they needed to be questioned. So here's the question I want to leave you with. If your next thought appears before you consciously choose it, who's really been in control all this time?